What's up, everybody? This is a new series. I'm going to do a succession of videos called What Do I Tell My Daughter? And this is part one. So I'm going to play a little bit. This is Cam Newton with Dr. Bryant. They're talking about the fact he has 8 kids with 3 different women.
A lot of people see my situation and not think that I'm not high functioning.
What situation?
So I'm not married, right? I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
I didn't do my research. I thought it was 4, but 8. Okay.
No, baby.
Cool.
It's
By how
8.
many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more. Now,
By multiple women? What's the intent
I
of
just want
saying
God
about
to
your
bring
wife?
them. I just want God to bring them. My point is this. My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce.
All right, let's stop right there. This is important to know. So his desire to get married is lower than his fear of divorce. So he has a high fear of divorce. So that's scared of commitment and scared of what may happen if he gets married. Would I want my daughter to be one of his 3 baby mothers? No, I wouldn't. As a man, when you want kids, you have to think about the fact of, I only have 2 kids and I'm married to my wife and we all live in the same house, right? Now, I know that that's not a lot of people's family dynamic either, so I'm not judging. But the point is that as a man, when you want kids, and if you want multiple kids, and you have different baby mothers. The problem is whether you have money or don't have money, the problem is we're human beings. We only have so much time in the day. So somebody's going to be lacking somewhere as far as the time that they're going to be getting is, when it comes to the children. We're not even talking about the women right now. What will I tell my daughter? What I want to tell my daughter, what I will tell my daughter, like I said, she's only 7, but I want to make her understand that, as you get older, I'm going to quote Anton Daniels on this one: marry before you carry, right? So, the 3 women who are his baby mothers, they know the type of man, they know that he doesn't want to commit, and they don't want to commit. They probably don't want, or maybe they want a commitment, but it's not important. But the point is that they're willing to have children with the man who doesn't want to build a home with them and actually be in the same home with them. They know that. And what does that speak to? It speaks to a woman's judgment.
As you had said, Dr. Bryant, you said it, I didn't say it. I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time. You're being very action-based.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active, okay? So you're creating, in disclaimer, the kids are innocent, they are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies, because I can't wait to be a mom, and I love the kids, period. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you thus far. But these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all, will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. So at what point do you feel the fear, do it anyways? And yeah, that is a low functioning behavior. To say that I am going to create these homes. Let me go better. I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them.
People get divorced, things fall apart. It happens. That's life. But, the point is when you have children, you really should be putting aside that whole idea of I want to be free. I want to be with whoever I want. Why? Because again, it's called a sacrifice. You just can't be everywhere at one time. You can't kiss your babies goodnight every night if you have 4 different households where your kids live. You just can't.
It's unhealthy. And it's a huge dysfunction within our Black community that I truly believe personally, statistically, mental health-wise, and community-wise, that Black men will stop.
Black men with what?
stop doing that, that they would stop that dysfunctional behavior.
But how it relates to what I would tell my daughter, again, we do have that issue in our community, but we also have it as far as men, but we also have an issue with women's judgment, right? So there's a large amount of women who have kids with a smaller amount of men, right, in the country. If you look at the numbers, the type of man that you choose to entertain in your life totally dictates the trajectory of how your life goes as a woman, right? So we can blame the man after the fact and say the man ain't this and the man ain't that. But women always control the access to sex. It's important that we teach our daughters to have good judgment and really look at the man we allow, look at the men, man or men we allow into our lives in that way.